You'll likely remember that President Reagan's strong message to us was that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We did not pass it to our children in our bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on to them to do the same, or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like to live in the United States where men were free. Today, we show a united front of national unity all across the United States of America as we remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and teach our children the value of freedom. Our veterans from the Revolutionary War to present-day conflicts are devoted sons and daughters, fathers and mothers, sisters and brothers. They come from all backgrounds in life to place their lives on the line for our freedoms. At this time, we will honor veterans who have served and are serving in each branch of our military. First, I welcome veteran Bob Frazier, who will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who served and in honor of those serving in the United States Army. Jim Blanich will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who have served and in honor of those who are serving in the United States Marine Corps. David Fitch will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who have served and in honor of those who are serving in the United States Navy. John Beckbar will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who served and in honor of those who are serving in the United States Air Force. Joe Pinkoski will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who have served and in honor of those who are serving in the United States Coast Guard. Neil Burgess will lay a remembrance wreath in memory of those who have served and in honor of those who are serving in the United States Merchant Marines. And Jerry Carmack will lay a remembrance wreath in honor of the more than 81,500 United States servicemen from all branches of the service whose last known status was either prisoner of war or missing in action. These individuals have never returned to their families or their homes. We honor them, remember them, and will never forget them. The wreaths that you see before you represent our commitment as United States to remember the fallen. We also want those wreaths to symbolize our honor to those who have served and are serving in the armed forces of our great nation and to their families who endure sacrifices every day on our behalf. To our children, we want you to understand that the freedoms you enjoy today have come with a cost that someday you might pay yourself. As a nation standing together, we can defeat terrorism, hatred, and injustice. Thanks to our veterans, we have the freedom to do just that. At this time, we will honor the memory of the veterans who have passed before us as Blake McDowell and Timothy Nixon play taps.
Present. Arms.
After we retire the colors today, we're going to begin placing the wreaths on our veterans' graves. Throughout the cemetery, you'll find boxes of wreaths, and you'll find that each veteran's grave is marked with a flag. I ask that as you help us place wreaths today, that you say the name of each person upon whose grave you lay a wreath out loud, and you take a moment to thank them for their service to our country. It's a small act that goes a long way towards keeping the memory of our veterans alive. If you'd like, I'd encourage you to take a picture of the veteran's stone, and when you return home, research their name and see what you can find out about them. I think you'll find that they were real Americans with families, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles. You might find some even more interesting information about them. But the bottom line is they are more than just a statistic or a grave located in the cemetery. I also want to share with you a custom that one of our faithful guests to the service, Miss Joan Blannett, shared with me a few years ago, which is the placing of coins on headstones. If you ever see a coin on a military member's marker, it does have a significant meaning. A coin left on a headstone lets the deceased soldier's family know that someone stopped by to pay their respects. A penny represents that you visited. A nickel means that you and the deceased veteran trained at boot camp together. A dime means that you and the deceased veteran served together in some capacity. And a quarter is very significant because it means that you were there when that veteran died. So I welcome you to leave a coin if you like. I did bring some in front of the microphone here if you'd like to take some pennies and show a family member that you visited their family member's grave. Finally, as we close, it's important to remember that we're not here today to decorate graves, but we're here to remember these veterans and to honor their lives. We're not remembering their deaths, we're remembering their lives. So each wreath is a gift of appreciation from a grateful American. And we here in Gallatin are saying thank you to our veterans. At this time, we will retire the colors.
Left wheel. March. Left. Left. Left, right, right, left, 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 right, forward, march, left wheel, march, left, 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 right, right, left, 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 right, forward, march, left, 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 right, right, left.
George Elmo Cardwell.
Same more for
Oh,
Korea.
yeah, Korea.
Yeah, your dad.
Get them. Betty P. Alexander. Thank you for your service.
Thomas Womack, thank you for your service. U.S. Army, we appreciate you. And I believe that's Womack. Mr. Royce Womack, thank you for your service in the U.S. Air Force. We appreciate what you have done. And then here's another one.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You ready?
That's right, he's videoing you.